A warm welcome to Joburg today on this Friday. My name is Ayanda Sochisa. The Turbine Hall is one of the oldest buildings in Johannesburg, completed in 1927 as the second power station built in Johannesburg.
Old meets new, the beauty of architecture and art. The Turbine Hall is one of Johannesburg's iconic buildings and also part of its colorful history.
Turbine Hall was originally known as the Jeppe Street Power Station, and it was the second power station built in Johannesburg. As Johannesburg grew and grew, there was more and more of a demand for power. So this was in fact completed in 1927. If you look above where I'm standing are these beautiful what are called coal hoppers, and that's where the coal actually sat. And they would release the coal from it and it would go down into and generate power. By about 1983, one of the turbines was apparently not efficient enough, so they decided to sell it off. And in fact, for a long time, it was in complete decay. All the windows were broken, there were squatters living here. In the actual turbine hall itself, they built a new building was built inside the old turbine hall, so there's a building in a building. I think it's a completely iconic element because it is so beautiful and so industrial and yet so modern, because so many industrial elements are quite timeless. And you'll see that we've left the walls. There's one beautiful wall which was probably burnt, but maybe from the squatters or something. It's still there. So we've left a lot of those elements, but in order to make it look slick, we've added a lot of glass and light and tried to bring those sort of modern elements in.
I'm Boitumelo Lerato Kwena for Joburg Today.
My name is Nicholas. You are watching Joburg Today.
Remember, guys, to interact with us on social media at Joburg Today on Twitter and Facebook, joburgtoday.tv. And if you are on the go, pockettv.mobi is where you should be. Lebo's Backpackers is leading the way into the tourism industry. Many see this as an unforgettable experience, and of course the tourists enjoy cycling through Soweto.
There's another type of tourist that wants to come to Soweto and that want to see Soweto from being with the people, from eating with the people, and just learning from how we do things. And for me, I always was there to say, come to my place, I'll invite you to my home. And I brought them here to the home, which was my great-grandparents' house, that later the idea developed as a backpackers. The bicycle tour is one of those tours that, are really highly famous here, where, tourists get to, be in control. When you're on a bike, you're in control, you stop wherever you want. We go to areas like the hostels to see, the type of, accommodation or settlements that were provided during the apartheid years. We go to areas like Meadowlands. A lot of our clients are Europeans, but now we also see older people coming, we see families, we see locals, white South Africans, people from around the area. So yes, the tours are open for everybody, the kids, we have bikes for kids, trailers.
It's been great. The umkomboti is very good. I like the sorghum flavor. The beef cheek is awesome, and it's great people.
I'm from the United States, from Philadelphia. And I came to Soweto because I lived in Cape Town for 18 months, but I never got up here. So I wanted to see Soweto, so when my husband and I came to visit, we knew we had to come.
Lebo's Backpackers offer anybody coming through a choice of sightseeing Soweto how they want, a true African Kasi tour. I'm Boitumelo Pelesa for Joburg Today.
How's it? I'm Alan and you're watching Joburg Today.
With South Africa celebrating 20 years of democracy, the Apartheid Museum is dedicated into illustrating South Africa's history.
I think it's an important place, this building, for our children to learn about our history. And some of us fought for it to be what it is because it was supposed to be demolished.
What is happening is that we took the history from the compound stories of because this is one of the surviving compounds. Remember, we had a lot of compounds around Johannesburg. The building is amazing because it's a heritage site. I mean, we did not do anything to the building. If you go around and looking at the building, it looks as old as it was before in 1913. Nothing has been changed. The only thing that we've introduced is the new visitor center with the glass. The concrete beds, they tell a lot of story because you remember now these guys, they are coming from African regions, they're carrying absolutely nothing, and they are now confronted with concrete beds that they are expected to sleep on. And the conditions were terribly appalling, and the workers, they were treated like prisoners, and they had no rights. And now, currently, as you know, South Africa has changed. I'm now doing the school educational programs for the schools, and I find schools very touched by this history.
It's lovely. It's a very elaborate place. I enjoy seeing what they had to go through. The displays are very, are very good because it gives you the exact sense of how they felt or what they had to do.
What really touched me a lot and what I'm going to learn is that we really take our history, our South African history, for granted.
Everyone should come here, from the students to our politicians, because history is repeating itself. I think that we can learn a lot as young leaders of today and the older ones.
Hi, my name is Kimisha and you're watching Joburg Today.
Remember, guys, to check out our special focus section to find out what's happening in and around Johannesburg. And if you want to know where Johannesburg is heading, check out Joburg tomorrow. It's that time, guys, where we have to leave you. We are leaving you with a song by Wrestlerish called Bad News. I hope you enjoy your weekend.
Back in ETV.
We'll keep this in the dark, ignoring every spark. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. And I'll keep this from myself, ignoring better health. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. 'Cause baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. We're better lost and found, ignoring bitter sounds. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. And I'll keep this for myself, ignoring bitter health. I'll be hanging around, just hanging around. 'Cause baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you, with you. And this is without. And I can't last another round. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you. With you. You're bad news. I don't trust myself with you. With you. Baby, you're bad news. I don't trust myself.